Hi everybody, and welcome to my first video. Before I went ahead and did my first cash stuffing for YouTube, I wanted to come on here and explain, my system, my binders, and how I like to budget, as well as why I started budgeting in the first place. So I recently graduated law school. Well, not so recently anymore, but I graduated law school May of 2020. And I took the bar exam later that year. The bar exam kept getting delayed. So unfortunately, I could not take it until October, a test that was originally scheduled for July. And during that period of time, I was unemployed. After I took the bar exam, I did have temporary employment from October to December until I got my bar results in January. And then once I passed, I was looking for full-time legal jobs in California. So I got hired and started on March 15th of 2021. And at that point, I had no savings because I was living, I didn't have an income. I had graduated law school and I had to move out. I went to law school in New York. I moved out and lived at home, and that was a tremendous blessing and help to be able to live at home with my parents and not pay rent. So I moved from New York to California as soon as the pandemic hit off and started. And so, I'm very grateful that I had the support of my parents to live at home, but I am, now 30 years old. I turned 30 this year. And so living in my parents' home, I'm Latina. They are a little bit more traditional, than me, which is okay. I'm very appreciative of the way that I was raised, but living at home at my age and having to follow certain rules, that just was not it for me. And I did follow them because I'm going to be respectful of my parents' home. I decided to move out. As soon as I got that job, I moved out of my house. And I will admit, I probably moved out prematurely because I was not financially in a situation where that was a wise idea. And so all of 2021, I did not save at all. I didn't save any money. I was playing catch up, and that's okay. But now that I have a year of employment under my belt, I wanted to prioritize savings. I found all of these cash stuffing, saving, and budgeting videos on YouTube, and it has fascinated me ever since. I started watching them late December, early January, and I decided that this is what I was going to start doing from now on to take control of my finances. So I do have two major debts, the first being law school loans. Although this debt is very big for me, I am not too stressed out about it because I am currently in my dream job. And thankfully, my dream job qualifies for public student loan forgiveness. And it's not the kind of job where I'm at risk of, not qualifying or the rules changing and my job not qualifying. I'm very secure in the position that I am in, that it will always qualify. And then the other debt that I have is down here. This is my family debt. And so when I moved out of the house, I borrowed about $1,000, I would say, from my dad, and then $1,000 from my older brother in order to pay my down payment and last month's rent. Or I don't even remember if it was like first month last month. I think I had to pay like 3 months worth of rent up front. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But my older brother and my father did help me out by lending me some money. And I believe that I owe them each $700 now. And so my older brother and my dad are very financially secure. They are not hurting for this money. They've told me multiple times I do not have to pay them back, but I feel that it is the right thing to do and I want to do it. So I'm slowly working off that debt. It's not really a huge goal of mine to pay that off quickly though, because I really want to focus on stuffing my home ownership folder so that I can buy a house. And so that's where my financial goals lie. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how I do things so that when I post my first cash stuffing video, everything makes sense. So what I like to do is before each paycheck, so I get paid twice a month, before each paycheck, I like to go in and count how much money I have in each folder so that I can kind of see where my, what envelopes need attention. Now, there are some months where I don't use any money in some of my envelopes that I would have expected to. And so then that next paycheck, I don't really have to prioritize it. So once I have all of that, I made the spreadsheet myself. And so I have 4 binders. I have my pink binder, my blue binder, my yellow binder, and my mint binder. And the way that I have organized it is this pink binder is like longer term type of savings. This blue binder is house and car related stuff, like things for the apartment. The yellow binder is more personal things. And then the mint binder is savings that I would plan to use before, like my pink binder, the longer term savings. So these are things I want to save for, but that I'll probably be using throughout the year, versus these things are more longer term goals. And so once I do my prior, I will do my budget and I will put the total, and over here is where I will decide how I'm going to break up how much to take out so that I know what the denominations are that should be in each folder. And so this is the breakdown for my March 25th, 2022 paycheck. So I did want to explain one thing that I feel is important. I'm going to be as consistent as I can with this channel because I feel very passionately about budgeting. However, I am a trial attorney, which means that I am in court all of the time. I take cases out to trial. I cannot always foresee when things will be sent out. I'm at the mercy, really, of the court and of opposing counsel at times. And so, for example, as you can see, today is April 3rd, and I'm filming this introductory video now because I've already filmed my cash stuffing for this budget. I've already filmed my cash stuffing for my March 25th paycheck. However, I haven't posted that video yet because as soon as I had recorded it and edited it, I got sent out to trial. And so I did want to post this intro video before I filmed that cash stuffing video, but I just haven't had that time because I was in trial. And so I cannot always promise that my videos will come out when they are intended to, but I will be cash stuffing all of my paychecks. I will be filming the counting of my envelopes and everything like that. So I'm going to do my best to be as consistent as I can be, But given my job, I don't know. I cannot promise that I will be posting every 2 weeks. Well, I get paid on the 10th and the 25th. So that is my goal, is to at least, break it up so that I can post the counting of my prior, and then maybe the next week do the budget. And so the posting dates may not always line up with that paycheck, as in, it is now April 3rd and I'm working on posting this video and then the cash stuffing from March 25th. But, that's not something, the timeliness of the video to me is not what I think is the most important. It's more about the journey and being motivated, staying motivated, and hopefully motivating someone else. I love binge watching other people's videos, on their channel and seeing their journey and just following along on their journey. And so to me, whether they post the video on the same day that they stuffed or not, or soon thereafter, that's not really important to me. And, I recognize that everybody's life is different, and I hope that you all understand. YouTube, to me, creating this channel, this is something I've been wanting to do for the past few months, ever since I've started watching these videos, because it is extremely motivating to me. But I am in my dream job right now as an attorney, and of course, when I'm in trial, that will be my focus. But this is a huge priority for me as well. So, all right, let me just go ahead and now show you what my categories are really quickly. In my pink binder, the first thing that I have is my back to the bank folder. And so I have this because I do have quite a few credit cards. And although I have no credit card debt, I do like to use my credit cards in order to accumulate points. And so, I'll use cash when appropriate and when I can, but if I do have an opportunity to pay with my credit card, I'll just pull out the cash from that respective envelope and put it in here so that I can pay my card off right away, and that way I don't have any credit card debt. And so that's how I like to do it, because I do like cash stuffing. I do need to physically look at the cash in order to not overspend, even if I'm swiping my card, because then I have a visual reminder that I cannot spend more than the cash in hand. So that's the first envelope here. Then I have my emergency fund. So I'm trying to grow this to $2,000 for now. I have my wedding envelope. I am not engaged or anything like that, but I do want to start saving for when the time comes. Home ownership. As I stated, this is a big priority for me. My law school loans. Law school loans will come out of deferment next month. And so I'm trying to save ahead of time for that. So it's not such a huge shock when I have to take money out of my paycheck for this. Rent, and then utilities. So that's in my pink folder. Then in my blue folder, I have house stuff, laundry, gas, a Jeep. I know this says Jeep. That's because I want to buy a Jeep, in the future sometime. However, I'm using this for car maintenance stuff as well. I mean, I can't buy a new car if I can't even take care of the car that I have. So I've pulled from this for like registration fees, or if I needed an oil change or something like that, I would pull it from this envelope. My lunch fund. So this is just so that I don't overspend when I'm buying lunch at work, when I don't bring lunch. So lunch fund, groceries, and then restaurants and eating out. In my yellow binder, I have clothes, beauty, spending, so this will be my own personal spending money, date night, Babu, that's my nickname for my boyfriend, and then trees, succulents, plants. We don't have any kids and we don't plan on having kids, so we have a lot of plant babies, so to say. So in my mint binder, I have birthday party. I did turn 30 this year. I planned on having a huge roller skating birthday bash, but due to COVID, a lot of the places, well, I would say all of the places that I looked into hosting this party did not work out due to their COVID rules. And, some of them are unfortunately now out of business or do not accept large parties, have a very limited number of people who can be in the venue. So I could not have that party that I wanted to have, but I think it worked out because I would have had to put it all on my credit card since I hadn't saved then and I just started. So I am okay with reserving that party for another time once I have saved the money to have the party that I want to have and be able to pay for it right then and there versus putting it on my credit card. So this is the family debt that I was telling you all about. Gifts and Christmas. Vacation. My law school is finally having a graduation, an in-person graduation. And as one of the only people in my family to have gone and graduated from college, and the only person in my family, both immediate and extended, to go to law school, it's very important for my mom to see me walk across the stage. So we will be going to New York in May. So I'm prioritizing stuffing this one as well for now. And then my boyfriend and I do want to go to Hawaii or maybe somewhere else later on in the year. It really just depends. Right now, he's looking for a new job. So depending on the job that he gets and his ability to take leave, we also want to go somewhere this year together. So then I have health and insurance. All right, well, I just wanted to hop on here and explain to you all what my envelopes are, how I like to stuff, and my method before you see my first video so that everything kind of makes sense. I also just wanted to come on here and, thank everybody who's already a part of this community for inspiring me to start this channel and start my savings journey. Oh, also, thank you to all the ladies who have a bunch of tutorials on how to make your own envelopes. I have started to try to make my own from my own wallet. So let me see if I have my wallet. I don't have my wallet with me right now, but these are the envelopes that I use when I open my wallet. And these are the ones that I've used so far. So I have a spending, groceries, gas, lunch money. I have a few other envelopes that I'm going to label. And then I have some more paper that I will be using to make more envelopes. But, since these are huge and I don't have a big wallet like that, I just have a regular sized wallet. I can just stick these in my wallet and keep my money in here. They're clear on the other side. So this is what I use on the day-to-day when I need to carry cash with me. So thank you to everyone who has posted several tutorials on how to do this on my own. I definitely, I change my mind all the time. I have so much scrap paper from when I was younger and living at my parents' house because I was very much into scrapbooking. And so this kind of gives me the opportunity to use that paper that would have otherwise not been used and save some money. and making my own envelopes and being able to change them whenever I want. And so I really appreciate that. But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you stick around for my savings journey, my budgeting journey, my cash stuffing journey, and I hope that this inspires you to start as well, or to keep doing it, to continue doing it. I love watching these videos. They're so motivating to me. All right. Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.